Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. All right, what I like to show how easy it is to jump in the car and just hit the key and go ahead and throw the top down. This is really cool. So you're at a light, or maybe you're pulling out of the parking space in your garage. You don't have to do anything. There's no unlatching, no, getting out to move stuff. Just boom, you hit the key, and it's all done. Let you know when it's all done on the dash there. Let you know, it does have one interesting thing on it that I was a little surprised. It tells you when the top is open. Not that you wouldn't know that, but it does tell you that anyway. So maybe it's a little overkill, but that's how Mercedes is, man. They like to make sure you know what's going on and what's happening. These are the hanging tags that we have here on all the cars to describe the car, how much the car is, stuff like that. But as I get out, I'm just going to walk around and maybe show you a little bit about this. So anyway, listen, welcome. It's 05 SL500. I'm surprised I had to look at that, but the SLs are a car that we carry a lot of, and they just seem to be very popular, especially because they're great value for the money. These cars sticker for almost $100,000 now. This is 2011, and this car is being offered at $39,900, which is, for either a daily driver or a third car that's a spectacular car for a really long time. This is a great piece. Not to mention it's black on black on black, and it has the upgraded alloys on it, which I think look really, really good in there. Fresh set of tires all the way around. Great black paint too. I like to show Mercedes quality paint because they do a nice job with their paint. I'm not sure if it's all painted by robots and you get a little bit of wet sand and factory buff later down the assembly line, but they do a good job with that. They do a great job with the front end too. So you got the projector beam headlights, you got the great spoiler and front end shot there. Looks very elegant, like it's pushing itself into the wind. But I will say this to you, these cars are known for being luxury cars, but quite honestly, they have an enormous amount of power too. So they're not only luxurious, they're sporting. All right, let's take a peek under the hood and we'll kind of see what we're talking about. On top of it, they do a nice job cleaning up the engine compartment here. Like, check this out. Like, everything's where it's supposed to be. It's actually able to be seen, as opposed to a lot of other cars where you can't see anything. Everything in here is nice and tidy. Interesting thing too is, like, original stickers are in place around the car. No indications of any accidents or paint work. All the original stickers are here. Got a Mercedes battery in it. Most people have changed the battery by now. Would not typically buy a Mercedes battery. They typically buy an aftermarket battery because they might be a little bit more, but this person here who owned this car wanted it to be full on Mercedes. They loved it, obviously, from the low mileage and the condition. It was well taken care of. Anyway, we're talking about well over 300 horsepower, but they only rated it around 302 horsepower. But believe it or not, these things make way more than that. So when you're getting Mercedes 300 horsepower, you're getting additional power that they don't even talk about, because these things roll down the road. Listen to the sound of that. I mean, it just makes it sound like no other car has actually been able to ever pull off. Let's check out the inside for a minute, because the cocoon, as we call it, is really, really nice here. This has heated seats and massaging seats. This is the amount of massaging you want here, and the heating and everything on the doors. You can do that. Different temperature controls there. Has memory seats too, and memory seats may not sound like a big deal, but memory seats are nice because if other people are driving it, then you don't have to reset it every time to get it exactly where you want it. This has a sport package on it, so it has the sport control right here, and you can set how firm you want the suspension. All right. You can also raise the height of the car if it's bad weather, or if there's snow or something like that. You can raise it up even more. Mirrors are here. Overdrive automatic. Great looking climate control and central system in here. So turn that on. Bose sound system, and a killer sound system too. I mean, it's nice too, because when you have the top down, you go on a little bit more music. You got your nav settings in here, and you can work your way around it. You can integrate your Bluetooth telephone into here also. Keypad there, more storage in here, okay? And this has a way to air condition this compartment right here if you want to. So it has a dial in here to let cooler air in. This is the controller for the top. Now what you can also do too is, if you like, there's storage straps here. So if you put some luggage back here, those straps come down, they're chrome. There's storage bins back here, okay? And this is kind of cool too, because if you want to get to the seats, which I can't find, you just push this button real quick, and look what it does. It makes it really easy to get in and fast. Here's the manuals. You can put some luggage back here. These straps would go over and they hook right here to hold some stuff in place. And then when you're done, you just slide this back. Normally you're on that side, but I'm just kind of showing you this here. Okay, so here's a kind of a sporty look, if you like. You can actually raise the roll bar here, which kind of looks cool. It looks a little different than normal. You can leave it up, but it automatically pops up if the car starts to tilt or move at all, because it's rollover protection. So that would come up automatically regardless of what you did with it, whether it was up or down, it would be up. And then you can just put it down if you don't want it up. Okay. So anyway, all the controls on the steering wheel, you know, 160 mile/an-hour speedometer, because this car will do somewhere right around that. It makes great power. It's fast. It's stable. It's just an amazing, amazing car. And everything's right around the driver, so like easy to get to everything. It's just simple. And it's so comfortable. All right, so anyway, I got it running right now. It's kind of quiet, but when you hit the throttle a little bit, which I'd like you to hear, it makes this little burble. That sounds kind of nice and sporty, so check it out. One thing I wanted to show you was with the top up, this has a panoramic roof, okay? It's electrochromatic glass, meaning it darkens in the sunlight. It's lighter at night, so you can kind of see the stars. I like to ride around in my nightgown, looking at the stars by myself, which is a little weird. Maybe you didn't need to know that about me. Anyway, this gets darker, and if it's a little too much still, it has a sunshade that goes right like that too. Nice feature. The fact is you got a convertible with a sunroof. Just an amazing, amazing car. Okay, we got this modern style, the SL500 in the rear. This is a really cool feature. I love this, the way that they cut the taillights off and built a trunk kind of around the taillights. And that was an early Mercedes styling thing, and a lot of people have tried to copy that. Okay, storage in here. It's nice. Okay, this right here, what it does is, this protects your luggage. So if you have soft luggage, groceries, whatever it is like that, what this is you pull this over, and that keeps all that's like a big giant cover over top of it. So when you put the convertible top down, nothing would get damaged. Plus you won't scratch the top. It's, some good thought was put into that. Okay. This is a GPS antenna for the navigation. Regular antenna for the stereo. You know, in closing up this car, we've talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about almost, you know, a $100,000 car in the $39,000 range with only 35,000 miles on it. We talked about black with black. We talked about upgraded wheels. It has a sport package, navigation, the heated seats, keyless alarm. Just so much equipment on this car, and there's such great value and a great style. They really held up well as far as looks go. Got the folding hardtop, which makes it really quiet with the top up if you got to do a little business or it's really cold. With the top down, it's super easy to do, and I don't know, it looks really neat going down also. Anyway, if you can find a way to fit this in your life, I think you'd be very, very happy. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this 05 SL500.